From the Detroit Free Press, I'm Robin Chan with today's Voice Briefing. It's Thursday, April 24th, 2025.
For the Detroit Free Press Autos team, I'm Jamie LaRoe. Ford Motor Company has stopped shipping several pricey trucks and cars made in Michigan and Kentucky to China as tariffs have shot up as a result of the trade war between China and President Donald Trump. The move was confirmed April 18th to the Detroit Free Press by two people familiar with the situation. The people asked to not be named because they are not authorized to share the information publicly. They said the vehicles Ford has stopped shipping to China last week are F-150 Raptor pickups, Mustang sports cars, and Bronco SUVs built in Michigan, as well as Lincoln Navigators made in Kentucky. Trump has set tariffs on imports from China that now exceed 145%. In reaction, China has pushed tariffs on imported vehicles as high as 150%. Ford sells the F-150 Raptor for close to $100,000 in China, so it would pay a hefty fee to import it. Ford is still shipping some engines and transmissions it makes in Ohio and Michigan to China. It is still importing the Lincoln Nautilus from China to the States.
From the Detroit Free Press, I'm Dana Afana. Candidates seeking office in Detroit have officially submitted their petitions to appear on the August primary ballot, and at least 9 mayoral candidates have filed. They include Mary Sheffield, Sontil Jenkins, Fred Durhal III, James Craig, Solomon Kinloch Jr., Todd Perkins, Joel Hashim, Jonathan Barlow, and Donota Simpson. These 9 will fight for the open seat, which Mayor Mike Duggan held for 3 terms, marking a new mayor for the city for the first time in 12 years. Mayor Duggan decided to give up running for mayor to instead pursue a run for governor as an independent party candidate. Dozens of others filed for positions to fill seats among city council, the city clerk, board of police commissioners, and the community advisory council.
Hey there, everybody. This is Omari Sanko for the second Pistons beat writer for the Detroit Free Press. On this week's episode of our podcast, The Pistons Post, Bryce Simon and I were joined by Free Press columnist Sean Windsor and Knicks Film School host Andrew Claudio to break down games 1 and 2 and preview game 3 of the playoffs. Here's a quick snippet of our conversation.
Sean, let's go ahead. Unless you have some other thoughts on this, where are you at with the actual games? What have you seen? You mentioned that Detroit style of basketball. Is that really what stood out? Detroit's ability to kind of assert their will on the Knicks, be the more physical team, the tougher team, those type of things. What's been like maybe your biggest takeaway thus far in these 2 games?
Just the effort level, and everybody's playing hard in the playoffs, but the intensity level, again, everybody's intense. It's just the way the Pistons swarm. You've watched Tobias Harris, Bryce, and several other stops. The way he was getting up into Karl Anthony Towns, though even Malik Beasley's not necessarily a great defender, but you can see the try, right? I mean, look, JB Bickerstaff probably deserves the most credit for setting this and resetting this culture, but we've talked about Troy Weaver on this podcast before. He drafted guys that come by this naturally. Trajan Langdon added a couple of guys, and for whatever reason, the alchemy of it is just, to me, it's just the way they flew around defensively in both games.
You can hear that full conversation in this week's episode of The Pistons Post, which is available wherever you listen to podcasts. And as always, you can find our latest coverage on freep.com/sports.
Find more from the Detroit Free Press on freep.com. That's FREEP.com. Thank you for listening, and you'll hear more from us tomorrow.